Hello everybody and welcome. I am the Beta Plan and this is Murdered Soul Suspect, where we have to deal with 4 demons at this moment. So get ready for some fun. And that's the moment I should strike at him. I need to see how the room is. There you are. Oh, there's a distraction over here. Can't use it now, because now that creature is watching this side. But that is definitely something we should make use of. I don't know which one he's going to attract just yet, but... that one. There we go, and this time it is S. Move out. Let's see if that person is also attracted to it. I don't think so. Because he doesn't... no, he doesn't get close enough. There we go. And this time it is A. Oop. Observe. Trials were held in this room. Oh, hello. There's the judge's diary. February 4, 1693. The witches are all released and Governor Phipps will not permit further prosecution. Yet it is this girl I fear most. I did threaten her with pressing, I guess that's a stone test, and with glee she did tell me of the tortures of her own father, who pressed and ducked her unto drowning. Would she not accuse his enemies? So I am not the first man to use this creature, and she's not feared of my rebukes. To use this creature? What? What way use her? Those who see the spirits of unnatural worlds are as conjurers to her, and she will not be dissuaded in pursuit of them. She must be destroyed by any available measure of the law. I think persecution of witches was not common in Europe between the fall of Rome and the Protestant Reformation. Was not common. Numerous laws explicitly forbid condemning people as witches or burning people for witchcraft. This stemmed from the notion that the very belief in witchcraft was superstitious. So now we have all of these. I didn't need to go back for the museum for that, but I definitely do need to go do that for the train one, but... alright. Woo! That might have been my moment to kill that one, actually, on the left, but... oh, I see a distraction bird. I see a distraction bird over here. That will attract, I assume, the one... yeah. Wait. I have to wait until that one turns, I do think, though. Well, it might probably be enough room in between. There we go, and it's this time it's the D key, which is the most annoying one, but there we go. So why do I find that the most annoying one? Well, what I've now done, and as you can see I've improved a lot, is then when I press the R key, I lift up all the other fingers. Hey! We know this painting. Half are presided over this room. Yeah, oh, that's where she stood. Right, now I see. Now, yeah, it is a reconstruction of what you can see in the museum. Okay, so what I do, by the way, because I was explaining something, why have I improved so much, is that I lift up the rest of my hand now to look, and then I make sure that I have a finger available for the movement towards the right key. And that's why I've actually been able to improve on my demon killing abilities. I have found with my weird hand how to do it. By the way, I have a very normal looking hand. Don't get me wrong, that it's not in that way weird. Come on, folks. I'm not that special. Hello. Not that weird. But Julia's thoughts. Pondering the proposal. Oh dear, she didn't immediately say yes. That one I have to see. Julia's thoughts. 3. Oh, no, sorry, we're already here. Pondering the proposal. How do I scroll down? Yeah, this way. Pondering the proposal. What stopped me from saying yes to Ronan? Maybe it's marriage in general? I have always thought it would just be an independent... I always thought I would be just an independent woman in this world. I may not have processed this possibility enough, but I can't let him go. Can't. So she always thought of a different future for herself, but her love for Ronan was so strong that she considered another possible future. That is some love there. Wait, before I run around now, is there anywhere where there's a drawing of the little girl? Because, you know, in this place, I would expect it. I seriously would. Then again, you don't normally find them on places where you can face through the walls, because then how would you stand in front of it and appropriately reveal it? Why do I have a feeling there's so much... There we go, there's at least one. It felt like there was more to this upper floor than I had looked into. Trying to hit this corner, but that's impossible. I'm overdoing it. Alright. That one was well hidden, by the way. Is that a historical plaque? Sign indicating cellar holding cells. Okay. Why is cellar and holding cells?
Oh my God, Baxter? I should have been the one that stopped you.
Ronan? What the hell is going on?
You sick bastard. Why'd you do it? Why'd you bring back the witch trials and kill all those innocent girls?
You think I'm the Bell Killer? Are you insane? I've never killed anyone. You gotta help me. What is this place? We gotta get out of here.
Oh, we gotta get out of here. All of a sudden, we're buds. You need to tell me what's going on here.
Come on, this is obvious. It was the third thing I thought about. That he might want to get his job back. Well, let's get that figured out.
What were you doing here?
Following a lead. I never dropped the case. Had this psychic, Cassandra, working with me. And we figured out the Bell Killer is hunting mediums. Like a witch trial execution copycat. At that point, we couldn't let it go. Even after Rex demoted me.
So that's why you're at the museum.
See? I had one episode where I was convinced that he was it, and then I already stated like, wait, this could be different. So this is going to be a dumb question, but this is the Bell Killer.
So, who killed you?
The Bell Killer, you idiot. But I didn't get a good look at his face.
Do you know where Cassandra is? Is she still alive?
Last I checked, yeah. I took her to a safe house outside of town.
Oh my God, she's alive. I was sure she'd be dead too. Joy would be freaking ecstatic. She shouldn't end up alone.
At a certain point you told Joy that you were sure that she was gone because it was only for 2-3 days. Then again, you were all of a sudden very pissed, and you might say that because she's a young girl and you don't want your partner to be in distress.
Cassandra ever bring up her daughter?
Wouldn't shut up about her. We looked for Joy for days, but it was too risky. Cassandra has been begging me to track Joy down, but I haven't found her yet.
You're not gonna believe this. Joy's been helping me tonight.
Figures a cop like you would need help to get this far.
You mean like what? The help you got from her mom?
Yeah, that was kind of a pointless remark, Baxter, but alright.
Where's the killer?
No idea. He could be anywhere, but when we fought, he said something I didn't understand at all.
Wait. The killer actually talked?
Not much, but I think I hit a nerve. I told that bastard he'd be dead soon, but he said, I already know death. And then something about his instrument of death will kill again tonight.
My instrument of death? But he kills different ways every time. I don't get it.
Yeah, me neither.
We gotta figure out what that means.
I think he's talking about the body he's
Cassandra.
possessing.
Make sure she's still safe and bring her back to the station.
What are we gonna do?
I'm gonna quickly check out the cellar and come up with a plan. I hope.
I think it's ghosts possessing human bodies. It's like it's actually the former judge who said he wasn't happy about the killings ending. We saw that in the background information that I popped up. That's why background information is important, folks. That's why I also label when I play this game and put it on the YouTube, not just as a detective, but also as an RPG. Because well then again, detective, it's also, details are important, but it feels to me like there are certainly some roleplay elements, even if it is very structured. I can't believe there is nothing in here to collect itself. No drawings? No nothing? Really? This place is huge. Oh, we're now in the wine cellar. Search the cellar for unexplored areas. Yep. That's what I'm doing right now, game, but thanks, I guess. Nope, I can't walk through anything over here. I know I saw the door, don't worry about it. I am just double checking. Okay, let's go. Whoa. Sorry, my hand.
What the hell happened down here?
Yep, that's him judging. Stern judging. Accusing.
You claim righteousness, but you know your guilt and cannot deny your punishment is due.
What people did for faith back then. Hey, I can go through there. That's probably where they had to sleep in, I guess. A prison inside a prison, yep. Oh, that's probably supposed to be the last one, but for me it's not the last one, so I probably missed two, so I'm gonna have to go and find those. Alright, well, we'll do that in a moment. Nothing here, but I guess here. Yeah. Not surprised it's her. Not at all. There's the bell. I think she drew it. This is the little girl he's so afraid of. Imprisoned and I think bleeding.
You stood for justice. How is this just?
You stood for justice? Interesting that that's past tense. Can't walk through the rubble. Can't really see. Just the word bound. Okay. Oh, find an answer. What happened down here? Person shackles, cage within cage, candles. Abigail was held prisoner and thought this punishment wasn't just. Yeah, that's part of the story. I think this is part of the story. And the bell. Because it's her symbol, I think.
You claim righteousness, but you know your guilt and cannot deny your punishment is due.
I thought you stood for justice. How is this just?
The courts are not a place for your murderous whimsy. You are a corrupt heathen. The families of those innocent souls you executed through false accusation of witchcraft will exact their righteous justice tonight.
False accusation?
What is that nonsense you draw?
My mark will burn like a brand on the flesh of this town. If it takes me to the ends of eternity, I will personally make the bell toll for every witch in Salem.
Why? The guy who killed me is Abigail. She might be the bell killer. How is that possible? I gotta get out of here and figure out how to track her down.
Yes. Not entirely unexpected. We already saw her. It was already a little bit hinted at. Now I'm just like, where the heck are the books that I missed? The Ashes to Ashes story.
Dispatch. Has Rex checked in? He's transporting a suspect to the station and we can't get him on the radio. He isn't picking up his phone either.
Nope, he hasn't checked in. We'll notify you when he shows.
Copy that.
Oh shit, if Rex is missing, it could be going down right now. Where'd you take Joy, you asshole?
Where would Abigail take Joy? First of all, where are the Ashes to Ashes? The game is going too fast. We're in Judgment's house. We know of the church attic. Killer's destination. A witness thinks the killer was headed to the top floor apartment intentionally. It wasn't random. Where would Abigail take Joy? Is Abigail the bell killer? Ghost girl from the alleys is Abigail Williams, and this gallows was actually used to execute her centuries ago. That could be right. And then she wants to kill her because she thinks she is evil. Church because she's a Puritan? No. That was wrong. Oh, there's also church attic. Sorry. The witness's destination. The witness is headed to the police station to track down her mother's book. No. Killer's instrument of death. Yep.
Yeah. Instrument of death, meaning her death. Where she was killed. The gallows at the museum. Hang on, kid. I'm on my way.
Well, normally you would run now as crazy if you wanted to do this. Absolutely. But I really want this side story also to be done. Track down Abigail. The killer has Joy at the museum. I understand that that is important. And I would love to go there. And we want to go back to the museum anyway. So I'm cool with that. What I'm not cool with is that I don't want to miss out on the one side story here that I probably won't get back to. Which is the side story of... Or is it the main thing? Don't think it's a main thing. No, can't be. Attic. Why do I have 6 of 7? Oh, that's because I got it later? Never mind. But I did want to look through this. Side case of... My life. Okay, I must have missed there something. I missed a lot of her paintings. I already do that. One historical plaque. That's all fine by me. I mean the side stories. the heck? Where are the side stories right now? But this is actually girlfriend suicide, so it should be in this one. That's Sophia. Do I only get points for if I do it completely correctly? That it says 184 out of 189? I don't know. I don't know why the side cases are all of a sudden gone. Alright, never mind. Just look around here for a moment. Just to make sure that we don't need to go back in here. Prison within a prison. We knew that already. And then this. Nothing. And then in here. Okay. We already checked this place many a time. I don't believe I need to look around here anymore. But I do want that ashes to ashes thing. Wait, hold on. This is where we fought the demons. And we had to go in here anyways. Because here we found something. Is there more in here to find? Oh, this is the front door. Alright, okay. So here I can go out, but I don't want to go out yet. I'm sorry. This is where I just came from. This is where I fought the demons. Wait, I'm getting confused a little bit about where the staircase is in comparison to. Oh, okay, I get it now. Alright. Yeah, boys, back on track. No, we already got this one, actually. I remember that. Where are the other books of the Ashes to Ashes side story? I have to go in here now because we're going to go back to the museum. And then I believe we might just be at the very end of the game. Oh. Just... Nope, that's not a... That's the operation that I have to look at. We found one in here. We found this in here, yeah. Just walk slowly, guy. Gotta slow your roll. You're looking for something. It's not gonna pop out of itself. You have to be careful, you're a detective now. Be careful. No, nothing in here. That's a rat on a hook I just noticed. Okay. Bon appetit, I guess. This is where we fought the other demons. You had something behind you. This place was slightly confusing. We found one. Oh. We used you very effectively. You were our first and only needed distraction. Been in here. So, we're going back to the war room of the killer. Why can I not find more? But now I understand why some of these painted words are so archaic. It's because she's written by her, and she probably uses a lot older English than I'm familiar with. There's a rope to hang yourself from. Alrighty. Lovely place is this. Where are those things I'm looking for? Come on. The bathtub? Nope. All I can see here. Here we found the first ones of those. Man, I feel so incompetent when I can't find... I mean, this area isn't like huge. Makes no sense that I have this much trouble with it. We found this one already. I'm repeating myself over and over now. Here, no. How in the world is that possible? What did I miss? Nope. Not going into town yet. One more sweep through this building. One more sweep. It's gotta be somewhere around here. It has to be in this building, so that's kind of a logical statement. That doesn't really help anyone. I went in this one, right? Yeah, I did. How do we get... That's a little too far with teleporting. So let's... Hide, nothing to see. Wait, what? I can't walk through this? I think I found a mistake. You cannot walk through this thing, even though it does not show as being consecrated or being incorporeal. Interesting. It's also not behind here because I never did properly check behind it, but... Nope. Nope. I already checked this room like a few times. Already. Boop. This is the kitchen area again. Where am I missing an entry point? Or exit point, whatever you want to... No, this is the kitchen itself. This is all exit things. Obsessive compulsion behavior, perhaps, a little bit. Or did I just finish Ashes to Ashes and I just didn't notice that I finished Ashes to Ashes? Ghost abilities. My life. Info about my color Julius thoughts. Truth about Baxter. Profile memories. Ghost girl messages. Ghost stories. No, here, Ashes to Ashes. Spellbook 4 and 2. Okay, so that makes me feel like it's in the very beginning. Now I get myself confused where I am. That's downstairs. 2 and 4. If we got 1... Okay, so let's think this logically through. If we got number 1, or we got number 1... that scared actually me. There was like a black little shade going here. Oh, there's one. There you go. So is that book number 2 or number 4? That's 4. Okay. So it must be around here somewhere. This is where we picked up the first one on this little staircase that we created. So number 2 has got to be really close here. That's what my reasoning is. So live and after. Well, don't know how Judas Foss came there, but at least we found an additional little thing. It's gotta be close to here. This was book 1. Where can you still hide book 2? At least we're being logical about this. And we're solving the puzzle a little bit. Behind this door, am I just not looking carefully enough? Behind this piano? It's gotta be somewhere here on the upper floor. I mean, we found book 4 just a moment ago in here, so... That's this one away. No? Feels already like a... Removed! Voila! View the story.
Salem wasn't the most exciting place for a couple of rambunctious 13-year-olds. And playing with my friends after school, they usually required a healthy dose of imagination to spice up the underwhelmingly bleak landscape. To us, Salem's history was just a bunch of creepy stories and tourist attractions. I mean, witches didn't exist, we all knew that. That's why Robbie Barnes was the laughingstock of the entire school. I mean, he actually believed that they were real. Looking back, I wish I hadn't teased him so much. Maybe then he'd still be alive. I forget which one of my friends actually came up with a plan to prank Robbie, but it didn't take him long to get us all on board. My job was to find an example of an old spell. I mean, it took me all of 15 minutes. And the library had practically every book ever written on the subject. The next step involved the Judgment House. It sat up on the hill, abandoned. Everyone said it was haunted. What made it even creepier were the rumors that Judge Hawthorne burned the remains of accused witches in the house's various fireplaces. That's where Robbie comes in. We dared him to sneak into the Judgment House in the middle of the night and collect a handful of ashes from each of the fireplaces. Then he'd have to light some candles, sprinkle the ashes, and read the spell. We told him that if done correctly, the spell would supposedly blow out all the candles. If he agreed to do all this and the candles so much as flickered, we would promise to stop making fun of him. We could see that he was scared, but to his credit, he agreed to go through with it. What we didn't tell him was that we had set up a hidden camera to catch all the hilarity on tape. The next day, Robbie didn't come into school. We assumed he had chickened out and was too embarrassed to face the music. Then I heard that Robbie went missing. I felt the chill run down my spine as I retrieved the tape from our hidden camera. I pressed play and fast forward until I saw Robbie. He was doing just as we instructed him to. But then, a shadowy figure crossed in front of the camera. Robbie turned in horror just as the camera cut to static. When the image finally returned, Robbie was gone. And the only sign that anything had happened at all was the now smoldering fireplace over in the corner.
Well, shoot. Well, what is awesome now about is that we actually did manage to figure out where the last book was through deduction. Perhaps then we can also find in that way the missing bowlers, Terror on the Tracks, and possibly the Eternal Flame, but that one is going to be a bit more difficult. I can't even click on that one for some reason. Terror on the Tracks I can. I'm only missing Rock 13, which I assume that would be somewhere on the upper floors. Probably have to reveal something again. But that is for next episode, if we can get to that at all, because we are about to confront the Bell Killer, Abigail. I'll say thank you for watching, and remember, great peril yields great beauty.